My name is Sister Joseph. I am from Holland, and I did not grow up in a Catholic family. I grew up in a very secular environment. By the time I was 16, I really couldn't have told you what Christmas was about. But when I was 17, I had an invitation to go to a boarding school in France that was run by Dominican sisters. It was quite a culture shock getting there. But after a few months in the school, we were in the chapel and we were having adoration. So our Lord was exposed in the Blessed Sacrament on the altar. And it was in that moment where I experienced very deeply His true presence there and His great, infinite, unconditional love for me. And that moment really changed everything. It changed how I looked at myself, at the world, at other people. And so after that moment, I asked for baptism, and I had a whole year to prepare myself for the sacraments. And during that year, I would spend a lot of time in the chapel. And during that time, my relationship with the Lord just deepened and deepened. I would ask Him who He was, and He would reveal to me who I was. And it was a real relationship that just grew over that year. And then when finally the day for my sacraments came and I was baptized, confirmed, and received my first communion, at the time of my first communion, I had a deep desire in my heart to give my whole heart to Jesus alone. And I knew that He would give His whole heart to me. And I was a little confused because there was a wonderful young man sitting next to me. And I had thought I could see myself really married to this man. But I felt I had the choice between something very beautiful or giving my heart entirely to Jesus alone. And in that moment, I felt I wanted just to give my heart to Him. I chose Jesus. And so I let go of that relationship and then started to figure out how to give my heart to Him. And obviously, I was with these beautiful Dominican sisters whom I loved very much and who had been so good to me. So I thought maybe I would join with them. But there was something about teaching that wasn't settling in my heart. I don't think I'm made for that. I don't think I would be a great teacher. And so I was like, well, after college, I'll think about that again. So there was a little hesitation in my heart there. But before I even went to college, I went to the World Youth Days in Toronto and we spent a week in the Bronx with the friars and seeing their way of life, their very Eucharistic-centered prayer life, their work with the poor, living among the poor, and doing works of evangelization, living just like St. Francis, really touched my heart. I was so happy for them that they could live like that. But at the end of the visit, I saw a sister and I realized that, you know what, I could live like that. And it really scared me at first. But it's something that kept coming back to me in prayer over and over again. And so I decided I should follow up and contact the community and come for a come-and-see visit. And I did, and I felt very much at home. It wasn't God's time yet, but I knew I had found a place. Actually, it took 2 more years to grow and discern. But I entered in 2005, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. Not without its challenges, but I feel it just gets better and better and better. It's really very fulfilling and really my greatest joy.